No, really no order, which is... No, it's no rotate. There is... So let's go. Which way you go? Yeah, I gotta go drop it down. Yeah.
You want to come over here more? Yeah.
So it's the Memorial Day service that the fire department has every year. And they have the service upstairs. And then they march down Lake Street and put a wreath. This is West Harrison, and this is just look up to me. Hello? She's a week older today. Today she must be what, about 6 weeks? I figure she was born around April 1st. No jokes about April Fool's Day. Today is May the 25th, 1990. She's eating her pasta. Yeah. She eats ravioli. She eats about 4 of them a day. Whoops.
All right.
Well, we're working on the
You're going to have to do it. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to have to find a way to ask some questions related to the costs. Now, probably it's not going to help you much, but you're going to have to.
No, you have. Can't you see?
I think competitive is the best.
I think the only thing you can ask is, what do you think?
Do
you think the?
Do you think?
Well, no. First of all, do you feel that packaging of price? Would you rather see packaging
that
or
gets too
individual
complicated.
channels?
I'm not sure we can answer the question here. I think maybe in order.
Well, let's
Right,
write
right,
it.
Put it down.
We're gonna take-
Put it down as a possible question. We can, in other words,
All right.
let's put down everything that's possible, and then we can eliminate.
Because sooner or later you're going to have, if you're going to evaluate the system.
It took 2 weeks. I was without cable for 2 weeks. That's why I switched over to my regular.
See, this is one of the difficulties.
Oh.
Difficulties in communication. For the most part,
Sometimes I think my telephone bills came more than what the price of the television.
This is an important thing, maybe. Are you aware that you have an antenna switch?
no.
No, I don't have an antenna switch.
That you're entitled, you can buy one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
A lot of people, that's a good question. A lot of people, when you bought the service, the Adam Dressler guy came around, he said, very nice fellow from Purchase, there's his name. But he said, I recommend, he said, do you want a cable antenna switch? So I said, I don't think so. I think you ought to have it.
What did he know?
I have it.
You were talking about something before, I think that was back to, which is whether or not you conclude this scenario with a general question. Given all the above, how do you feel?
Or how do you, there's maybe where you want to put numerical rating. And rate them.
What were you going to say, Terry?
I said, I think you ought to get back to this question having to do with the general question about how you feel about Cablevision. But I would like to go back and say very emphatically that I don't think you can ask the population to do your work for you.
Right.
I don't think you can ask them to say yay or nay on renewal. I think your job based on the questionnaire that you prepared. If that questionnaire has been done well and you analyze it well, you'll be able to make that determination. But just to ask people to stand up and say, do we renew or not, I think I'm not going to be comfortable voting.
Yeah, I think the answer to that question, do we renew or not, accrues from the answers to all the other questions.
Okay, let me ask you this,
Okay, I disagree with that. I want to go on record.
can I? Let me ask you this, with regard to this question, do we have some kind of question to sum up, are you happy with the current?
Well, in
Cable
general, how do you
company or
rate,
not?
in general, how do you rate Cablevision? Excellent, very good, good, satisfactory, and poor.
Overall performance.
Okay,
In
now,
general, how do, on overall
I
performance?
have no problem with an overall question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the way you get to
I think
it.
that's, yeah, I think that's the
I
closest
agree
we can
with
come
now,
to it.
do we also give
Do
an
you have,
opportunity?
do you have any suggestion?
Yeah,
Comments.
because.
Comments, just leave a comment,
Just
leave,
comments, yeah.
and leave a few lines for
Yeah.
Comments, that way
Yeah.
if they wanna list other companies,
That's the
they can
final thing.
list it,
Please
right?
list comments
Or
to guide,
whatever.
please list any comments you may wish to guide the committee in its decision.
That's good.
Well, we
Glendora?
haven't told them we're gonna make a,
I have, do we have
Yes,
any?
we did in the opening
comments? Would you
do we
paragraph.
have it in the opening paragraph?
Please list
Preamble was
any,
supposed to.
any comments for the committee to
It says for
consider.
comments,
The newsletter says, I mean,
it's
it's
comments,
more public
period,
record.
I mean, I think that's,
Please list comments,
That may be helpful, not guide. Guide means they'll be thinking for us. That may be helpful
please
to help
list
the committee
comments.
evaluate.
to help
Here's their
committee
chance to
evaluate.
say, I don't want cable vision.
Please list comments to help committee evaluate present system.
Service.
Glendora, you have a copy of that newsletter?
Yes,
There was one right around here.
Well,
right here,
evaluate,
that is mine.
evaluate whether you wanna keep the present system.
Sorry, that's
There
not.
we go.
Evaluate whether you wanna keep the present system or not.
No, evaluate the
It says the
present system.
contract with Cablevision will soon undergo review, so I mean, we've gone on record saying that we're.
Please list comments to help the committee
Thank you.
review
Cablevision service.
Cablevision.
You be more emphatic, Cablevision's contract.
Cablevision, please list comments to help committee review Cablevision's contract
Or
renewal
renewal of.
petition.
Repeat, please.
Please list comments to help committee review Cablevision contract renewal petition.
Please list comments to,
You're not turning.
Oh, no, I'm rolling.
please list comments to,
Please list comments to help committee review Cablevision contract renewal petition. Some shape
to help what? Renew?
It's gonna be, don't worry, it's gonna be rewritten.
Yeah, well.
Review
first-
Cablevision
review.
contract renewal petition.
Okay, the contract renewal.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah, words to that effect. Anyhow.
Many of the people I talked to like Cablevision. They hated Adams Russell, but they liked this new company.
Delman, is he still around?
All right, it seems as though the only category that we haven't covered, which we have in our list, is public access. And
Okay,
I don't know,
what did we cover on the program?
do you know what you're buying? Are you satisfied with the selection of programs available? Are there programs you would like to receive currently not available? Should separate 24-hour programs share a channel part-time? Are you aware that there are public access and local originated programs? Have you seen the school board, the town board, Glendora, Rudin, or Edith, high school events? That's all we have on the program.
It's just high school, small school.
Oh, okay.
schools.
School board,
proper names at the time.
Yeah, school events. Summer concerts, sports.
Have you seen Terry Lehman? I saw him on the town board, he looked terrific.
Must have been asleep.
No, you look great.
I once said that, and then somebody on the town board asked the same question over and over, and months later, I said, you know, I could have sworn Joe Fiore was the only one sleeping.
Don't believe it, you all have to sleep.
Well, when your meetings go till 12 o'clock,
So it was there on the planning board.
Well, we still got 2 hours together.
All right, do we feel we've covered everything now? Does anybody think of anything we need to put in that we haven't
Shall I
put in?
quickly run through?
Yeah.
what did you say about public access?
All right. Stay awake.
I did.
Okay. For public access, we
We
talked
haven't
about that, where is it?
We haven't.
Oh,
Are you
have
aware
you
that,
seen any?
are you
All right,
aware
all
that there are public access and local originated programs? Have you seen the school board, the town board, Glendora,
fine,
Ruby?
fine.
Okay, we've got that included under programming.
Yes. Is there anything else in the program?
Is there anything else we should say about, more specifically about public access than what we have there?
On the programming.
Have you ever used public access, for example,
Or would you
or would you?
like to?
And also, have
Yeah.
you ever inquired about using it in a different way or something to that effect?
And the question has to be related to the service if you get it, not just Does Cablevision have the option of where to place the public access channel on the line of,
Yes.
on the chain?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you could put it, you could make a
Channel
channel
90.
12 if you wanted, instead of
Exactly.
54?
Believe me, nobody
It's too
fought
high.
harder to keep my channel on channel 3 than we did.
Well, it was around, it was on the lower channels,
It was
for a
on 3,
while,
so
yeah.
Cablevision took over then, MSG went on 3, and we
My
went up to
point
45
is
with the
that if-
shopping channel.
If people are into public access viewing, that now they're forced to run all the way to the 54 channel. And many times it's just a flicking thing, they don't go 54, at least I don't, I just go one at a time. 'cause
Yeah,
The
I
same
just-
thing.
I can't see
I
what
have
numbers
nails,
are.
I can't do it.
I just hit whatever
And
whatever it
perhaps
is.
maybe a question would be that if they would
Fine.
prefer to have the public access channels closer to their main viewing channels.
It comes down to the cable companies activating prime channel space for access or
What are they now, 52, 53, 54?
It's at the end of
45,
the line.
51,
55 is channel 5.
no, it's 45.
No, I'm saying 55 is channel 5.
But access, we're on 45, then it goes up from
See
there.
that we turned the
Yeah.
1,
he's
2,
leaving
3,
town.
4.
What?
Does anybody have the
Scott's
little
leaving
card
town.
that I passed down on the table?
Into this meeting, he's leaving town.
Did you have that, Judy?
What is it?
The little card that I passed on.
All right, anything else on the questionnaire?
I think we've done a lot of good
Yeah,
work.
thank you,
on it.
Judy.
All right, now,
Thank you,
Take a bow, Tom.
on this one,
thank you.
next step. I think probably 2 or 3 of us should get together and fine tool this and come back to the committee, unless somebody feels he can do it by himself.
We get this distributed, like the notes typed up with the ideas and then
Sure.
mailed out so that we can come to the meeting with revised questions.
Yeah, but I think Tom is right. I think based on the July 1 deadline, we can't wait till June 29th
No,
to make
no.
this up. We've got to get together probably sometime.
I suggest that we have our next
Next
meeting on
week.
June 12th, which is, Tuesday.
I think we ought to do it before
Why the July
then.
1st deadline?
At least,
I'm setting that arbitrarily.
at least 3 people.
'Cause I just
Yeah,
can't-
oh yes, before that,
I gotta
prior
put
to
it in the
that,
next
yeah.
town newsletter, I can't be later. Next meeting is June 12th, Tom?
No, I think we gotta meet before that.
Well, we're talking now, I'm talking about the full committee, I think should meet June 12th.
June 12th, is that a Tuesday?
That's a Tuesday.
I can't be there. That week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I got all out meetings.
Yeah.
Here's the calendar.
Everybody's not gonna be able
No,
to.
okay.
Yeah, I've done, okay, let's let's see.
All right, make it the 12th.
Look, is there any, there's nothing sacred about Tuesday, is there, as far as I'm concerned, there isn't, anybody else? I mean, we sort of set the last Tuesday in the month as our general meeting date.
Yeah,
But,
we should have our meeting on the 26th,
So our meeting should be on the, yes, our next official meeting is on the, regularly scheduled meeting is on the 26th.
Okay. And you want to meet again on the 12th, which is probably important to get the questionnaire settled.
Yeah, but in the meantime, then, a smaller committee should meet on the questionnaire,
Yes.
and,
I'd suggest that you have your next meeting on the 12th. I don't think the monthly meeting system is gonna work, given.
I agree, that, yeah,
I think you ought to have
I think-
it every other week.
What I think we ought to do is meet the 12th and the 26th.
Exactly, yeah,
And
that's what I'm saying.
And a little subgroup
And
on
then
the
a
questionnaire
subgroup
meet next week.
prior to the 12th. So that when we meet on the 12th,
You
we
can
have
distribute.
we have a questionnaire ready for final, fine tuning.
Okay, so we're meeting on the 12th, and we're meeting on the 26th, and what time is that, 8 AM, 8:15,
Well,
8 PM?
Uh,
8:15, is that?
We've generally been setting it at 8:15. As far as I'm concerned, anybody have any problem with 8 o'clock? 8:15. 8:15, and 8:15 is easy.
Okay with me, okay.
All right, 8:15.
Frank,
All right,
Now.
meeting 8:15 on the 12th and the 26th, set now.
No, I need a committee to pull all these comments together. All right, Glendora, you wanna?
You're good at that sort of thing.
when would you meet? Do you happen to have a date?
You can,
Next week, one night.
next week,
The only time I know I'm not available is Monday night.
Okay.
And Tuesday.
I'm going to be in the policeman show, if you all want to come and see it, on June the 8th, at Harrison High School. Telling jokes to cheer you up.
well, you know, Arlene, you've had experience in polling.
I'm not a researcher, I just worked, I'm in administration, so I
Yeah.
worked in a research department.
What night can you come?
Would you be interested in,
No.
well, all right, your input can be.
I gladly help out, I mean, I'm not
I
really, I'm a
think it's-
quasi-member
oh, okay.
right now.
Well, I understand that, yes.
It'll be voted on next Wednesday.
Yeah, Terry, do you have everything you need on Arlene
I
to,
get the minutes,
The 5th.
I'll do something, I'll prepare something for the 12th, but
okay,
When
all
are
right,
you meeting again? I may be able to
the
make it.
12th.
Okay, but
What about
you
this
wanted some
subcommittee?
help on
That's okay, look, what we need to do now is just write up everything that we have now, so that everybody can look at it.
And then hold it for the 12th,
And then, I think, then everybody goes over it on the 12th, and we,
unless you wanna call one or two people to get together beforehand, if you want, you know.
well, that would basically the three of us, we can get together.
Maybe the 5th,
Who's the three of us?
You,
you, me, and
yeah,
Tom.
Okay, and then you don't want to pick a date for that?
The
Yeah,
5th,
let's pick a
I
There's
think
one
the
date
5th.
you said you could have, and that's the 5th.
the 5th
I
is
can
Monday.
make it the 5th,
I think the 5th.
and let's bring one. That's a joke.
Bring-
Bring
The
a
5th.
Okay, bring a 5th. What time?
Can we do it, should we do it here?
Yeah.
5th is what, that's a Tuesday?
Yes.
Actually, let's do it the 6th, if we
Okay.
can. 'Cause
That's
The 6th is
D-Day.
the 6th is a town board
Is that
meeting, so
D-Day?
this room will be available, they'll be
Okay.
open, they don't have to open it specially.
That D-Day?
June 6th.
No, the 7th is D-Day, isn't it?
6.
I don't know.
6. World War II. What time, the 6th?
8 o'clock,
Okay, by me. And what does this call?
this is called
This is the,
the Headhunter Show.
this is the research committee meeting.
What is it called? Question Air Committee?
Yeah, listed as committee.
Okay, now, have you finished your sporting news? If you are, we can all go home.
Now, okay, anything else on this topic of questionnaire?
You think Davy Johnson will replace Bucky Dent next week?
I wanna just
That's really a zoo.
just review our new member situation. Arlene, I think if you can stand it, Sandra said she was gonna be here, and she had also said that she had sent in a, Sandra Scavone, sent in a,
Mike is gonna go back to the school board
I
and
know
say
who
what
she
was
is,
first
a
prize.
thing to the town, the background of the town board, or to, okay. Anthony, did you have something you wanted to,
No, the other thing I wanna say is that, who would I contact at some point, I'm not sure the exact date, before you actually do whatever you do. I just like to make a presentation on access, because there's a lot of misconceptions about access and what public access is. So what I'd like to do is make
we could do that on the 29th.
a short
Let us get
presentation
our,
of what public access is. Many people, including I would say at least half the people in this room, have no idea what public access is. What it actually is by contract, by guidelines, and by the state guidelines also. I'd like to present that so everything can be cleared and you know exactly what we're speaking about.
Will we
Okay.
get similar presentations from Cablevision addressing the other issues that,
Oh, yeah, we didn't call him in.
That would,
oh,
that's up to them.
so basically you're just responsible for
We'll issue a subpoena.
Whose is this?
what,
I'm responsible for the access to
Yeah, I guess
both
that's
origination studios.
Subpoena.
And so far from
Dolan
what I've seen in
himself.
the minutes and stuff, the information that's in this committee is totally off base. And when I show you guidelines, and I'll show you the contract, and I'll also show you state guidelines, regulations, and laws, then at that point you'll understand what is a right, what is a privilege, and what cable has to say about it, what the town has to say about it, so everyone knows what everyone's roles are legally. And not just what one or two people would like them to be,
Okay.
not in actuality what they are.
And we'll read the contract too.
I have the contract, I have the most recent guidelines that were submitted to the
yeah,
town,
now let's,
which I'm sure no one has.
You should be interested, 29.
is there a time limit on the presentation?
26th, I'm sorry, 26th, not
whatever it
29th.
is, oh, the
26th,
whatever
What'd
the.
you say, 26?
June 26th, Tuesday.
Where'd you?
Tuesday, June 26th.
29 before.
June
Anthony, do you have a
26th.
date for the next public, for the next workshop for public access?
Now, if there's 6 people that have signed up.
Now,
then
wait a second, that's not committee business,
Well, I'm,
Well, don't you think that would be nice for the people to go?
oh, you,
Like
I'm sorry.
Arlene,
I don't care, I'll answer the question, I mean, it's not, you know,
like you?
I'll answer it.
Can you like
States in the
Laura?
contract, there has to be a minimum of 6 people. If there are 6 people, then Matt will have contacted them and make the date for the access workshop.
Okay, Matt
If
told me
there's
it was
not 6
9.
people,
He said you had 9.
if he had 9, then I'm sure he's planning it, and when he knows
Yeah,
the
do you know
date,
the
if it's a
date?
date,
You
he
know
will
the
call. No, I do not. Matt will be the one who will be contacting you. It's
I
his
really
job.
think you people ought to go and do your own programs. You're also good looking. You look very good on Channel 45. Sir?
Well, we have to be a little bit circumspect now on,
Tuesday is 26.
We might wanna go on, we might want to go on public access with a message when the thing is coming out and have Glendora make a presentation on her show to tell people that a questionnaire from the committee is coming.
And it's important that they say fill it out.
That's right, and tell their neighbors who may not be watching public access, so that everybody we need to get a good response. I think the usual 15–20% would not be good enough for what we wanna know.
I think 15–20% would be an outstanding.
that sure would, that would be,
I'm saying that's what we would want, not what they usually.
I know that the cable committee, the previous one, right, sent out the questionnaire, a questionnaire on access. Were you part of that when they did that?
no, I don't remember that. I remember they were talking about it, but I don't remember they were doing it,
Yeah, they sent it to all the towns.
Yeah.
Can we get
Town
to,
committees, the groups.
can we get to Glendora's thing there, so that we can adjourn.
You folks didn't get this, right?
Nice
Can I
to
take a look? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I should read it.
Is this where I win $1 million if I have the right number? Is it one of those? No.
This is where you can, I have the installation for 99 cents, which I thought was terrific. But you have to take HBO and you have to take Cimex. And if you don't take those, your installation is $28.
Well, that came from
Anyone who already,
Cablevision?
anyone who already subscribes probably wouldn't get that if it was pertaining to installation.
No, I saw that, yeah.
No,
You didn't get it.
if you already have
Yeah, I
cable, why would they
It's
send
called
that?
a promotion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You didn't get it if you're a
no,
subscriber.
if you're already a subscriber, you wouldn't get that because you're already paid.
Well, this is for new, this is
But
installation.
I was very disappointed in that.
Why?
Well, because I don't want HBO and I don't want Cimex.
Yeah, but this isn't Cablevision, this comes from HBO.
No, see, this is Cablevision.
It's probably a co-op, Metro Market co-op deal.
See, it's all Cablevision.
Bottom line is,
See right
it's a
here,
promotion.
Dolph?
Well, I'm sure that goes to every Cablevision system
No,
in the
this,
country, does
no,
it
this
not?
goes back to
They even
them.
advertise that on
Yeah.
the
The promotion,
Promotion, if you don't
No,
like
the
the promotion.
On the radio they are, I
the
heard
promotion,
advertised on
the promotion is Steve Verizon.
Yes, I made a mistake, so how do I?
Okay.
See, I wanted to change, I don't think I really know how to go from one slate to another already made. I'm not talking about building a slate. So how do I get this out of here? I didn't dare hit anything because the whole thing went.
Okay, hit delete.
Oh, you can't hit delete.
See where the cursor is? Wherever the cursor is what will be deleted.
It won't take the whole thing.
No, so hit delete.
Okay, now
and
let me, here's delete.
and it'll say delete what? And you just want that one thing deleted, so you just leave it there.
Okay.
You hit execute. And it'll delete whatever it is you want deleted.
Execute took out the one. Okay, now, I would like to go to another slate.
Execute.
Okay, that's what I did before I got the one. Okay, execute. Execute.
Nope. Execute. Hit it. Hit execute again. Alright, now you have your choice.
Okay,
Put a number
to
in there. Action, question mark, it says.
another slate. Execute once.
If you hit 1, it'll, and then execute, it'll save it. If you hit 2 and then hit execute, it'll just
One
not,
will save and execute, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go one and execute, and that will save it, right?
that'll save it the way you changed it to, right? Yeah, it's not really changed. Yeah, alright, so one execute's the best way to go.
I don't think that's in the center. is it?
Alright, so hit center page. Yeah, when you did the 1, you must have pulled it over.
Okay, now center page, I think I understand. That's one thing. Okay, center.
Oh wait, sorry. Get out of this one. Okay, center.
Execute. Center page. Right here? So
Yes,
what you
first
call
you hit center.
Is this, let me find center.
Hit center.
Okay. Center. Okay.
Then you hit page.
Oh, what was that noise?
You held the button down too long. You just have to hit it for a sec. Like that.
Okay,
That's
and
all
now
you ever have to do. Now you hit execute.
page and execute.
Execute, no, 1. For save. Action 1, save.
One.
So now it says action 1, which is save. And then you hit execute again.
Where does it say that now? Action one. Oh, right here?
Here's, see this thing down here? That
Yeah.
tells you all the things you can do right now. You can
Uh-huh.
hit execute, you can hit cancel, which will just bring you back to the page. You can hit backspace if you have, which I guess you can't do now. I don't know what backspace will do. Nothing. You can hit delete, or you can hit any of the arrow keys.
Well, I want him to say, I want to save it.
So
I'm gonna
then you
hit
can
execute. Okay.
And now it's saved.
No, now I want to go to another slate. This
Alright,
is
so
where I get mixed up.